NSJT, No Secrets is Truth, Jezreel, Emil, Kavan. I know that so many will tell you that things are okay, that things are all right, that there's a brighter day and a brighter horizon to come, that the dawn of forgiveness will come over and defeat the night. But I think there is something more pressing, something more important to be said, and that is that we must remain fearless in the face of the enemy. We must remain fearless in the face of ourselves. We must remain fearless in the face of the world. Things are going to happen that will shake your life to its foundation. There will be things that will cause you to fall from the grace you once knew. There will be a time in your life where you will be dedicated to rebuilding from the ashes. And that is important, that you understand that you must rebuild no matter what, that you must stand no matter what, that you must be fearless in the face of the enemy. Even when the enemy turns out to be you, when you begin to doubt, when you begin to fear, when you begin to lose hope that tomorrow will be a greater day, I say to you, you must be fearless. You must hold on to the principles and the laws by which our souls are governed by. Those laws and those principles are that we supposed to remain standing in the face of the enemy, unafraid. For our God is our shield and our sword. For our God is our peace and our comfort. There is no shame in having to rebuild. There is no shame that you should look down upon yourself. There is no loss greater than the loss of one's soul. We have to remember that those who have gone to the great beyond spend their lives rebuilding time after time after time. Not all of us succeed the first time. Not all of us make it to destiny on time. But God gives us the ability and the strength to give the effort that is needed to reach our goals. We cannot turn our backs now. We can't let our hearts grow faint now. We cannot give up the battle now. We cannot let this war end with victory on the other side. Victory needs to be on our side. As I said before, victory is in our blood. Love is in our DNA. We must love our enemies. We must love our families, our friends, and even the strangers that wander the streets. We must love them. In my life, I believe in paying it forward, but I also understand that there will be times that I will be used, taken for granted, ran over. But I remember what matters most, that every time I did something wrong, but yet called out to the name of God, He answered. So let us be as we were intended to be, shaped in the image of God, shaped in the image of greatness. Let us remember that we must not turn away from paying it forward. We must not turn away from doing the right thing. We must not get lost in our own sorrows and our own problems. We must face them with courage, with heart. We must stand fearless. Now there will be those who cower in the sight of the enemy. There will be those who tuck their tail between their legs and go running as soon as something happens. There will be those who will not last past 5 minutes in a battle that we battle every single day. But remember, that is your strength to keep fighting, to keep moving forward, to not let anything stop you. There is no weapon formed upon this earth that can prosper. We must remember that we are children of God. Whether we like it or not, He loves us for who we are, as we are. Now, I'm not telling you to roll over every time somebody does something wrong to you, because you must stand up for your morals. You must stand up for your principles. You must defend yourself, and most importantly, you must defend the laws of God. What I'm saying to you, it is time for you to come out of the shadows. It is time for you not to be afraid anymore. It's time for you to lift your voice and speak. If they don't like it, then oh well. If they don't understand it, then oh well. If they don't want to join your cause, then oh well. We forge ahead, whether it's by ourselves or together. But we must stand fearless in the face of the darkness that is coming across this land. We stand in the vast wilderness. And as I say, why do you keep saying the wilderness? I say the wilderness because in the wilderness, you never know what's going to happen. You never know when the bear is going to come out of hibernation. You never know when you're going to run into a tiger. You never know when you're going to run into a lion. You never know when you're going to step in some quicksand. You never know where you're going to get poison ivy. That is how our life is. We never know what we're going to get. We roll the dice. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. But what is important is that we stand. We stand for something more powerful than just words. We stand for something that is the breath of hope for those who have no hope. For those who don't understand, they will understand. It takes time. When you plant a seed, you can't stand over top of the dirt and spend your life waiting for it to sprout and spend your life waiting for it to grow and spend your life waiting to harvest that fruit from that tree. You have to move on and plant another seed. Like a farmer, you plant many seeds and you water it and you wait for it to grow, but you continue on with your life. Now, in one of my favorite books, I like to call the Bible, it says that some seeds will be cast down into the thistle and rotten soil, and some seeds will fall into good soil and sprout good fruit. That is like our deeds. There will be some people that we will do things for that will reject us, that will hurt us, but it is not about them. It is about God. How many times has He blessed you? And how many times has He come to your aid, even when you were in the wrong? How many times have he saved you from certain death? How many times did he save you from illness and sickness? How many times did he bring you out of the darkness into the light to see what his beautiful plan for your life is? Yes, we spend our lives trying to perfect ourselves so that we may be able to stand in the presence of God with the angels and feel at home. But while we're perfecting, it's going to be some rough patches. It's going to be some up and down days. It's going to be some things that's going to shake the core of who you are. It's going to be some things that challenge your belief. But when the enemy challenges your beliefs, that's when you stand firm in what you believe. That's when you begin to move mountains and show him that the power of God is on your side. That's when you show him that his worth is not as much as your worth to God. That's when you prove to him that us being created by God was the greatest thing God has ever created. That man has the capacity to deny the flesh and encourage the spirit. That man has the power to use his heart to inspire not just himself, but those around him. We must be fearless in our tasks. Must be fearless upon the road of life. We must be able to discern when the enemy is trying to knock us off course. We must be able to discern when the enemy wants us to feel sorry for ourselves, when the enemy wants us to be angry, when the enemy wants us to lose control and composure. We must understand that that's only how the enemy can get in to your soul, get in to your life. He's looking for the cracks and the crevices to crawl into. All it needs is just a small hole for the devil to get inside and try to rot you from the inside out. Sometimes the devil will make you feel as if everything you have done was worthless. But I say unto you that as we begin to perfect our lives so that we can reach the highest heights, heaven, we must rely on one single thing. They asked Jesus, what is the greatest commandment? And Jesus said, to love thy God with all thy heart. That is what we should be doing. We should be praying without ceasing. We should be mourning those who are lost in this world. We should be weeping for those who continue to believe that if they live this way, allowing the enemy to destroy them, they will lose their life. What gains a man to gain the world but loses his soul? We can't give up now. We can't turn back now. We cannot turn back now. We must move forward. We must stand fearless. We must have the courage of 1,000 men. We must get on that battlefield and show the enemy that we still have power in the realm of God, that we still have authority from our Father, that we are the greatest creations ever created, that we are powerful beyond measure, that we're not afraid to use the gifts that God has given us. We are not afraid to give the blessings that God has blessed us with to bless others. We are not afraid to live life to the fullest. We are fearless in what we do. We are fearless in what we believe. We are fearless in the face of the enemy. We have to stand strong and show God that we reflect the same power he reflects upon us.